My husband's at the casino gambling on the Jurassic Park slot machines. We're making meatloaf! Meatloaf became popular during the Great Depression. Everybody was always so sad when they were eating it. But it makes me so happy. We're making a turkey meatloaf. We're using butterball. Sounds like a venereal disease. Oh, he's got a bad case of butterball. We're using 2 pounds of turkey meat. Garlic, red pepper, onion. I'm gonna saute all of this. I'm also gonna add 2 eggs. Plop, plop. And about a half a cup of Italian breadcrumbs. I'm gonna have to use some spices from our microwave. Some Spice Supreme. Italian parsley. Ketchups. This is it. This is my favorite part. Oh my God. Yes. This is why we do this. Ah, the feeling, the texture. Ah, it's like mushing my hands in someone's ass. Yes! I love Meatloaf. I love the singer too. He's fantastic. He says, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. I would do that. A lot of girls won't do that, but I'll do that. So now we're gonna mold our loaf on this tray. We're gonna mold the shape. It's gonna look like a beautiful, delicious, edible log. It's gonna be fantastic. We're also gonna dress around it. A big one-pan dinner. So we're gonna have carrots, other vegetables. Our carrots are head to toes, just like the grandparents in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Lazy sons of bitches. Brussels sprouts. Olive oil on there so they don't boil. Okay, we're putting the meatloaf into the oven. Meatloaf can be baked or smoked. I can be baked or smoked. I love them both. So we're gonna put it into the oven at 420 degrees for about 40 minutes, okay? Now, the interesting thing about meatloaf is that it's actually part of the meatball family. They're cousins or something. They're borrowing money from each other. They're always bickering. Their parents don't talk. Time for the sauces. Light brown sugars, ketchups. Oh, it's queefing. It's beautiful. Come closer, come closer! See that? Look at that, it's melting. It's gonna make it kind of sweet, kind of tangy. Oh, it's gonna feel great on your lips. A lot of you said you wanted to meet my husband, but he's working. So you'll have to meet this little loaf instead. Look at that, look at that. He got our cat a little game so he could go to work too. My little businessman. We're gonna put the sauce on now and let it bake for about another 10 minutes. Oh my God, can you believe it? Look at this magnet my fan made me. It's of me. Isn't it stunning? Okay, we're taking it out now. Wow! Now I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of this, which is a balsamic glaze. Wonderful. We're gonna try it now. I loaf you. Oh! My husband's in the basement gambling on Caitlin Clark's, so I'm making New York cheesesteaks. A New York cheesesteak is when you take a big, beautiful steak and you just smother it with beer cheese. I came up with this idea at Peter Luger's in 1992. They looked at me like I was a fucking lunatic. Well, fuck you, Peter Luger. This shit's delicious. Anyway, we're using a ribeye. 2 inches thick, bone in. You know who else could use 2 inches thick, bone in? Me! Season it up with some olive oils and Montreal steak seasonings. We're gonna reverse sear this son of a bitch, which means it's going in the oven, and then we're gonna sear it in a hot cast iron pan. You know, I always thought, why can't you just have a steak? Just a steak, smothered in cheese. Everybody knows it's good. You've heard of the Philly cheesesteak. The meat in Philly is so thin. It's so flimsy. The cheese is so watery. And there's bread fucking everywhere. Oh God, it's hot. Oh my God. Look at that though. When you do a reverse sear, that means it's gonna be warm in the middle. So you don't have to worry about it cooking for so long in the pan. Oh, I love the smell of gas. It reminds me of my boyfriend in high school. He used to just like set the high school trash cans on fire. We'll put it in the pans. Oh my God, can you believe it? We're gonna let it sear on both sides for 3 minutes. Listen to that sizzle. Oh, it sounds like my white noise machine when I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna flip it now. That's what I'm talking about. Yes! When you're cooking it like this, you're probably gonna set off the fire alarm, but it's worth it because the crust is so delicious. We gotta plug in the exhaust. Oh, I'm salivating. I can hardly stand it. Okay, we're gonna take it off now and let it rest. A steak needs about 5 minutes to rest, just like my husband, because he's exhausted between pumps. We're gonna make our cheese sauce. A sharp white cheddar and a sharp yellow. You have to cover your cheese in cornstarch before melting it, otherwise it gets lumpy like my ass. Then we heat up a little Coors Banquet. Yes! Stir it in real good to make the Banquet beer cheese. Oh, it looks fantastic. Serve it on a circle plate. Perfect. Wonderful. Gorgeous. We're gonna try it now. Oh my God. My husband's in the garage gambling. We're making lamb chops! Let's do a quickie. Whenever I make this dish, I think of the summer my husband and I spent in Japan. My husband had just won a ton of money on pachinko, and he took me out for a night of adventure and romance. While wandering the streets of Shinjuku, we came across a mysterious bathhouse. After being stripped of our clothes, we were plunged into warm, fragrant waters and fed the best lamb chop tonkatsu I've ever had in my life. After hours of watching my husband and I make love, the staff finally agreed to give me the recipe. A nice lamb chops with quail egg wash and panko breadcrumbs. I now make it at home, but instead of rice and curry, I serve it with mashed potatoes, carrot, and gravy. Oh, would you look at that? We're gonna try it now. Now that's a little Bo Peep. My husband's in the guest bedroom gambling. So I'm gonna show you how to make some pork chops. Smother your pork chop with some olive oil and some simple salt and pepper, and then put it in a hot pan. We're gonna do a raspberry glaze to accompany this pork chop. And then, of course, we have to put applesauce with it. We're using this Muscle Man's applesauce. I love a good Muscle Man's. I love a strong man. My husband can take all of my weight on his face. Oh, that son of a bitch. I love him. Let it cook for 5 minutes on each side. God, that looks delicious. Okay, we're gonna take it off. We're gonna put it on a plate and we're gonna let it rest. We're gonna let it take a 5-minute nap. Put orange juice in another pan. Then you add some raspberry preserve. It's just jam. Add a drop of Coors Banquet. Yes! Squirt balsamic glaze. Stir it on low heat and let it reduce. Pan-sear a sprig of rosemary and a raspberry for garnish. Pour the raspberry glaze and the applesauce right in the middle. And now the pork chop. Garnish with the sprig and the charred raspberry. gorgeous. Oh, I'm gonna try it now. Can you believe it? My husband has taken me on a blizzard vacation. Let's make some beef stew! This recipe is a family favorite with meat so tender it falls apart faster than my sister's first marriage. Karmas. Grab your beef and wash it in an area where it can see some snow. Pat it dry and smack its ass. Cut your meat into 2-inch cubes. Meat cubes! Wow, look how gorgeous. Little beets. Like a short-jacked man. Oil them up and salt them. Grab your peppers. Apply liberally and begin to smush. Flame! Okay, now what we're waiting for is your pan to be lead frosted. That means that it's hot enough for the meat to cook on it but not stick. The way that you know it's ready, the water will cool up into little balls that will bounce off each other. I always thought the lead and frost effect was when my husband went out in the snow and his dick got frostbite. Look at those balls bounce. It's ready. Lay your little meats so they don't crowd each other. Look at that. You have to sear it on all sides. Look how it's achieving the perfect char. It's really hard to do this in an apartment. It gets too smoky. It'll look like you're in the fog of London. Pip pip cheery. Oh. Transfer your little meats into a gigantic pot and admire that epic char again. Now we're gonna deglaze with Coors Banquet. Yes! Pour it in, get rid of all the shit you don't want, and now we're gonna chop one whole onion. For stew, you don't want to cut it this way. You want to cut it this way. That way, it'll retain its shape while releasing all of its flavors. Plop a bunch of carrots. In and chop them unevenly. Slop one stalk of celery. It's not supposed to be. Chop it tiny so it's a secret. Plop 2 potatoes. Get them naked. You want to keep these thick so they don't disintegrate into the stew. Cut them about this size. Plop. And add 1 bowl of garlic. Uncut plop. Drizzle more oil and roast your veggies. Some people say this step isn't necessary. Yes, it is. Don't be fucking stupid. Add them to the big pot. And now we're going to deglaze with some Coors Banquet, of course. Yes! Get all our tasty tidbits off the pan and into the pot. You hear that? That's tasty tidbits. And we're not gonna waste a second of that. Now we're gonna plop in some fire-roasted diced tomatoes and some beef broths. Piss. Mix everything really good. Slam! Flame! And wait for 3 hours for your beef stew to be ready. I had a friend in high school that we all called Beef Stew. His real name was Stuart Beef. He sold bags of oregano to people, but told them it was the devil's lettuce. Look, I'm a pothead. When the Dixicle starts to melt, you'll know it's time to check on the stew. Oh, it smells so good and also great. Everything is cooked fabulously, but it's a little watery. So what we're gonna do to thicken it up is we're gonna create a little mixture of flour and water, a slurry. My husband gives me a slurry in my beef stew every night. Now, we're gonna serve this over some egg noodles. You can put this on top of some mashed potatoes or some rice, but I'm gonna use noodles because it has my favorite word in it. Garnish with something green. Oh, look at that. We're gonna try it now. That's stupendous. I'm gonna go fuck my husband now.